Alright, we are back for round 2 with a great keeper against yet another green deck. Aether Poisoner was a great top deck because it's a great defensive creature, and when you have a VI you are pretty happy to play defensively. And here I'm most likely just gonna trade if they attack with Bandar. Nah, maybe not this turn, because I'd rather get my token first, and if they go... White-green has a fair amount of Revolt creatures, and if I enable a Renegade Rallier, the 3-2 for 3, it's pretty bad for me, so the play is probably just to not block this turn. Aerial Responder is an issue. So I guess I can attack with both creature. And then I will be using Cruel Finality on the Bandar so they cannot make that a 4-5 Vigilance Lifelink, because otherwise I probably lose unless I top deck one of my Fury Involt that can kill it. But I'd rather attack first, and if my opponent goes block a VF for some reason I can Finality, but this is not very likely going to happen. Yeah, that seems good enough to me. Especially when I can go use a Via's ability and make the 1-2 next turn. That seems fine. The Responder is an issue, but if my opponent doesn't have the answer to a Via, they will, a Via is just gonna be good enough to defeat the Responder. I could attack with Poisoner and trade with Servo and make this a 2-3, but I'd rather just keep my Poisoner around, especially when you have a VI, making trade is costly, because then the 5-mana ability becomes much less relevant. And the thing is, white-green doesn't have a ton of ways to deal with a VI. Like, most of the thing a white-green deck can do is gonna be well, I guess I can have Thopter Arrest, but Coding a Bright, this kind of thing is not gonna work, obviously. I don't really want to trade creatures because of, again, the 5-mana ability, but I'm gonna trade here. I could make a Servo and block with 2 Servos, but I want to have as many creatures as possible onto the battlefield, and I still have another Death Toucher here, so I don't feel too bad if they play another big creature. Yeah, Rallier is annoying, but there's not a ton I can do about that. I mean, they would have eventually gotten value out of it. Now the bad news is that they can make the Responder a 4-5, and if Responder becomes a 4-5, then Ovia is not racing it, so I need to top deck one of my Revolt. Yeah, I'd rather make a 4-4 over playing the Automaton and making a 1-1. Yeah, so I guess I have a couple turns in front of me to try drawing lands. I mean a Revolt, but if I don't, I just lose. I don't have a lot of Revolt in this deck though. I have Daring Demolition. If a creature dies, I have the Fatal Push, but yeah, not a lot of options. We'll probably have to drop this creature at some point to chump block. The question is, do I go creature Automaton, or do I just make a 5-5? I think I'm making a 5-5, and then if I draw land I can go creature, make a 1-1 with a Via, which is more value. Yeah, that's the issue when you don't have a lot of Removal in your deck. That's one of the potential problem. Okay, well, Peace Walker Colossus is not looking good at all here, and I don't think it's a good card, but alright, I don't mind seeing that. Okay, we'll be dropping this creature, jumping and making a 1/1. And I guess after that we have 2 more turns. My open life total doesn't matter a lot, because unless they have Fumigate, Via is just gonna kill them through, I don't know, even if they go up to, I don't know, 80 HP, I don't really care about it. It's just a matter of me drawing my Revolt or not. Looks like we are not drawing the Revolt. Yeah, I think if the responder, was a 2/3, Via would have been able to just beat it before it would beat us. Even if they had a Revolt for this creature, but 4/5 is just too much pressure. And I think I have only 1 out left in my deck right now. Most of the thing my opponent is doing here I absolutely don't care about, because again, white-green just pretty much lose to Avia, but they just happen to have probably one of their only flyer in their deck, and that's just gonna kill me. Yeah. Unfortunate. We did not have a ton of outs, though. There was, well, I guess Stomper would buy a bit of time, but it was mostly drawing Demolition. This would buy time, I guess, but yeah. Drawing Demolition or Fatal Push and making some trade happen. But that would have been difficult. So I guess since they are playing Peace Walker Colossus, Appetite for the Unnatural should be good, because they are probably playing some other removals. Now, Takedown can take care of the 2/3, but if it's their only flyer, it's pretty bad. I could see them having a couple Griffins, though, in their deck. And my deck is pretty soft to flyer, so I'm probably still gonna end up putting that in the deck, even though it's a little bit risky. I don't love doing that, but I feel like I probably have to do it. Now I don't know what I want to cut. I guess I can cut Verdant Automaton, it's just a pretty weak card overall. Alright, hand is great. Love it. Unfortunately, right now we don't have double black, so we cannot go Implement of Malice plus Rebel or Push, which is kinda annoying. Leopard was a good draw though. Alright. Well, then I guess we can only attack and pass the turn. I don't think I want to pump when there's nothing in front of me. Yeah. And if they go Pimat Rider, attack you for 4, it's slightly annoying. As our Inspector, I can definitely live with, though. Ooh, that was a great top deck. My own draw is much weaker this time than the last time. That's gonna be a non-slot. No, I still don't really see any reason to use the ability. Bendar, don't really care about that one. I'm just gonna go Cruel Finality, and if they wanna pump it, I can still... I guess I... Well, no, they can block on the Rebel, which annoys me. Yeah, just gonna -2 that thing right away. Bottom that. And it just died. I don't think there's any reason to use the Leopard ability. Impeccable timing on the Narnam Renegade. I think it's worth saving, as I get 3 damage and keep a pretty huge threat. And now, unless they have Fumigated, it's pretty much game over. Alright, this time I'm using the Leopard ability, I'm pretty sure. Yup, this way they go down to 1. And yeah, takedown is looking pretty bad in my hand, but that should still do it. I don't like that card. Yeah, I really don't like that card. Crew 4 is just so annoying. Do I want to keep the takedown? I mean, Verdant Automaton is not very sexy. My opponent probably has some other vehicle and could have some enchantment removal like Thopter Arrest and whatnot. In which case, Creeping Mold could be decent. Now I'm not really sure what I would cut for that. Pima Aether is medium on the draw. Pima Aether, on the other hand, is an answer to the 2-3 flyer because it has vigilance. You can just force it to block something, which is kind of nice. I could see the 2-3 being their only flyer, which kind of annoys me. Yeah, I think it's still a better option than Verdant Automaton. And my opponent could be playing some Girapur Osprey, and they could be playing some Griffin. Hand is amazing. Could not ask for a better hand. It's just great. I'm just gonna drop a Swamp. This way I can Fatal Push. And I wanna make the Renegade a 2-3, which should be fairly easy to do with the Implement of Malice. My opponent sacked for a forest. Servant of the Conduit. Right away, which might, upkeep, which might mean that they are, they have a limit to any lands and they want to remove lands from their deck. Interesting. I'm gonna drop the Druid first. Next turn I can go Implement, sack it, Renegade, hopefully. If I don't draw a land, I can still go a Via Renegade. A Via Implement, which is good. I could also play Cogwork Assembler. I think we want to be dropping a Via and the Implement, though. And if I haven't doesn't do anything, a Via is just gonna win the game. Looks like they are flooded. This is not attacking, as they could have the removal we saw game 1. Game 2, Impeccable Timing. And I think I want to try to hit my land drop, so I'm gonna... And I'm gonna pass the turn. I don't want to lose my Druid or my Avia to the Impeccable Timing at all. Tiger is annoying. If I keep missing land drop, it could be quite threatening if they have an answer to the Renegade. Not sure what I should be doing. I don't feel like playing any of my 3-drop is going to be much better than just making a 1-1. Yeah, I guess I'll pass the turn. 2 lands on the top 13 card is a little bit frightening, though. If I just draw 1 black, though, I can do a lot of things. If they do have their Revolt, they can kill my Renegade. There's nothing I can do about that. Since they did not use energy, I kind of feel like they don't have it, though. If they have another Tiger and I draw my my black, I should be fine. Leopard, Leopard is easier to deal with than the Tiger, for sure. Alright, let's get a 1/1. Cruel Finality. I guess I can attack with a servo, and if they block, I rebel the Leopard. But I don't think they will block. And if they don't block, I drop a creature, which can trade with Leopard. Yeah. Hopefully I will draw land at some point, though. Yeah, I'd love to use the Via's ability, but 1/1 is not really gonna block the Leopard very efficiently. I take 3 trample damage in the process, but whatever, I mean. I think this is just my overall better answer to the Leopard. And I'm pretty sure my opponent is quite flooded here. The issue is that if they drop more threat, we'll end up losing. We drew the black we needed, though, which is great. And I'm just gonna beat down with these two. Now it feels a little bit less problematic if they do have the timing on the Druid, and if they had timing, it would have gotten used when I blocked the Tiger or when I used the Leopard, so should be good. Peace Walker Colossus looking pretty bad here. So far, each time I haven't played that, I mean, their draw were bad, for sure, but each time they played that, it was just like they mulliganed. They spent mana on a mulligan, so I just don't like the card. And maybe it's better than I think it is, because I never play it, and actually I've never seen it being played yet. But at least this is not a match that will make me think it's better than I think it is. Stomper is good, but I think it's a little bit too late now. Because I'll take 6 down to 10 here, but then I'm making a 4/4, then a 5/5. I have a bunch of chump blockers. Ovia is just pretty darn good. Yeah, I guess I'll pass the turn. I could attack with 1 servo. I want to keep 1 around to either chump block or block with the 5/5. Yeah, I think it's fine. And I want to keep the 4/4 around to trade with Stomper. I have no reason to play overly aggressively, as I'm winning this game if it goes longer. Ovia is definitely at her best, I guess, against white green. If they don't have the Thopter Arrest, it's pretty much game over. I still don't really see any reason to play something over making a 6/6. Just gonna pass the turn. And at this point, even if they find an answer to a VIA, I would still have... I'd gotten a 4/4, a 5/5, and 2/1/1, and I have a full grip, so... Things should go fine. Things should be fine. Clean sleeve artisan, sure. And soon I'll be able to start playing a creature and making a big creature each turn, so I think we are looking pretty good here. Do I want to trade or force them to chump block? I think so. I mean, at some point I lose a creature onto the battlefield, but I don't think this is really an issue. By waiting 2 match, I also expose myself to a potential Fumigate, which, since my opponent is still playing, they might have it. That being said, I don't see any reason not to play the Rats here, as the card is not great anyways, and it makes my thing bigger, which is good. Mobile Garrison, no problem. Ooh, nice little 8/8. I don't have any counter on my creatures. I guess we'll be attacking with the 6/6 and bigger. And I'll be making a creature before my construct dies. Because I would assume some type of block are gonna make them die here. Get a 9/9. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Again, unless they have Fumigate, there's no way they can come back in this game. Like, it's too late for Thopter Rest. I have a 6/6, an 8/8, and a 9/9. It's just not gonna do the trick. Yeah, you can do that if you want, but still not gonna do the trick. This turn I might play a couple cards to well, so I don't have to discard, and yeah, it's probably gonna be better than using a Via. Also, if they set up some blocks or double blocks on my construct, I can probably get a nice amount of value by using Final Cruelty. I guess my opponent forgot to crew vehicles here, or use the Peaceful Core ability, and now they cannot use these to block. They're just chumping and chumping. Sure. Nah. I guess I will drop Dragster because it plays better around Fumigate. And probably just keep Finality or a 1/1 from a Via available. I mean, just making a 10/10 and not caring about discarding end of turn might be the right play too. Again, I'm not sure what, like, either my opponent has Fumigate in their deck, either they are just wasting their time and wasting our time. Okay, well, that's a reason to keep playing, I guess. That's pretty good. And I guess I'm quite happy that I that I kept the finality this turn. Yeah, that's gonna be a blowout. Unless their last card is a pump spell, this is not gonna work out well for them. I can keep a forest on top. They just conceded. Alright, we got there. Yeah, Alvia in the right matchup. Card is pretty busted. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed seeing me make a bunch of Constrict. Thanks for watching and see you for the final round.